That was fantastic, Arun. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
34th YaarAnād Virtual Baithak Series. I'm so grateful you could join from Bengaluru today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's been,
Pleasure
what,
is all mine.
15 years? No, pleasure is all mine, not yours.
It's 15 years
I
now.
won't give a cent of my pleasure. 15 years.
It's 15 years.
You've not grown a single white on your face. I've not left a single black on mine.
Yeah. It's such a great to meet again like this in this epidemic.
Virtually, yeah. It is a virtual meeting. Thank you for a fantastic solo. We'll come to that. Friends, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a very dear friend. Of course, we don't meet. We met in last we met was 15 years ago. Of course, we've had other ways of contacting and remaining in touch. He's one of the finest drummers of our times. He has, of course, carved a niche for himself in the world of percussion as one of the very few drummers who does interdisciplinary music, from Karnataka to jazz, as you will see and you would have already gauged. He trained in jazz drumming under his father, the late Sri B.S. Sukumar. Sadly, we lost him in January, March actually.
March, yeah.
March 20. Our heartfelt condolences to you and your entire family. And of course, you trained under the legendary drummer Sri Ranjit Barot.
Yes.
Arun is also trained in Karnataka percussions under Vidwan S.V, Giridhar, and Vidwān Anoor are Anantakrishna Sharma, and we dotingly call him Shivu. And he was to be in conversation with me yesterday. Unfortunately, he lost his uncle as well, so we were scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay.
Arun was initiated into Carnatic music, by the legendary vocalist. Legendary Karnataka Tilaka, Vidwān Anoor Suryanarayana. He was initiated into Karnāṭak Saṅgīta by him. So, दोस्तों, मैंने बड़ी खुशी है आज के तुहाडे नाल मैं मुलाकात करा रहा ते मैं हम वार्तक होवांगा B.S अरुण कुमार होना नाल जिन्हां ने बहुत नाम ना खटिया इन्हां दे बहुत वड्डे लोगां नाल जिहड़े दिग्गज हन के म्यूजिक दे विच उन्हां दे नाल काम कीता उन्हां दा वेरवा साझा कीता होया मैनूं पूरा दोहराउण दी लोड़ नहीं ए चंद I'm speaking in Punjabi, Arun, in case...
Yeah, no problem, please. I can understand a little bit.
Yes. And इन्हां ने बड़ा चंद ड्रमर्स हन के जिन्हां दी शिरकत या जिन्हां दी तालीम पश्चिमी ते संगीत विच भी है, खास करके जैज़ दे विच जिथे ड्रम सेट जदों बनया आपां कुछ दिन पहला वार्ता कीती सी ड्रमर्स दे नाल कूबा दे नाल ते होरां दे नाल एडम दे नाल पाओलो दे नाल सैक्सोफोन वगैरह जैज़ शैनिया दे नाल ਉਹ genre ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਡਰਮ ਦੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਅਰੁਣ ਹੋਣੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਦ ਡਰਮਰਸ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਤਾਲੀਮ ਕਰਨਾਟਕ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਰਦੰਗਮ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਮੋਰਸ਼ੰਗ ਆਪ ਵਜਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਸੁਣਾਉਣਗੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਔਰ ਪੱਛਮੀ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੈਜ਼ ਡਰਮਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ B.S ਸੁਕੁਮਾਰ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੁਣੇ ਹਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਹ ਦਾ ਔਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ आखिरी स्वास ले मार्च के महीने कुछ चिर तो बीमार सन दिसंबर के ढिले सन तो उस तो बाद इन्होंने बहुत ही विद्वान परकशनिस्ट जोड़े सन श्री रंजीत बरोट उन्होंने को इन्होंने जैज़ ड्रमिंग सीखी उस तो बाद इन्हों की जी कर्नाटक संगीत की जी लय की जी इन्हों की सिखलाई है वो विद्वान S.V गिरिधर ते विद्वान अनूर अनंतकृष्ण शर्मा जोड़े मेरे बड़े अजीज हैं कि उन्होंने प्यार नाल सारे शिवू बुलाने कल मेरे नाल हम वार्तक होणगे बीती कल होना सी उन्होंने चाचा उन्होंने अंकल की डेथ हुई तो वह कल साढ़े नाल अपना समा साझा करनगे अरुण होना की जी इनीसीएशन है कर्नाटक संगीत की वो बहुत ही जोड़े दिग्गज विद्वान हुए ने कर्नाटक काल तिलक विद्वान अनूर सूर्यनारायण होना दे कर कमला को इन्हों की जी सिखलाई उन्होंने इन्हों लड़ लाया संगीत से सो मैं बड़ा मैं बड़ी प्रसन्नता है कि आज असी ये वार्ता कर पावांगे ਔਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਵੱਡੇ ਵਿਦਵਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. So Arun, tell me about what you were playing. I'm curious, you were doing multiple things.
Yes.
Take me from beginning till end. What all did you do?
I will. It's me. Like I mix all like jazz music, as you told, and I mix the Carnatic stuff here and there. I'm very influenced in Carnatic music from my very young age, as you just read the biodata of mine. I did started my solo with a random thing just to set into the groove, and then I just wanted to give a touch of Khand Jati in Adital. I played on the 4, where that 4 beats will be divided by each beat like 5 letters a beat. So I played little bit of 5, and then same thing I played little bit 6 like a swing thing, and I started with Carnatic 6 and went to swing, and directly I went to Khand, like to play Khand on the Khandanade. Like I took it a different tal and came back to 4 again. So it was like just experimental. I didn't really plan anything, just it because of your good vibe and seeing you like the music and what all comes.
Now you're blaming me. Now you're blaming me for your good playing, is it?
Not at all. It's a pleasure. So yeah, I usually somehow, if I need to, my Guruji is coming tomorrow. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it yesterday. When I played with him, like everything will be planned. I sit because he will tell everything. What should I play? How should we take it? Where should I join with him? You have seen us playing 15 years back. So how should we play it? It's all the experiences with my Guruji and the greatest drummers, greatest music directors or musicians to accompany it, and got all that energy into me. Very little, like, and I'm doing like this and promoting my instrument in this kind of way. That's it. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, how of course, you studied jazz drumming from your dad and Ranjit Barot. What was your dad's? Can you demonstrate something from your dad? What was his style? Do you remember some things that some of the first things that you were taught, and some of the solo maybe that he prepared for you?
Yeah, he was totally into accompaniment drummer. So he used to play, as we come with a background of film music. He learned jazz, and he used to play all the covers of English music, English songs, Beatles, and all those days. And he used to play a lot of film music because the film music was the most popular in everywhere in India. And he used to do the living on the film music, called as orchestras in South India, Bangalore. So my father's specialty used to be the tempo. It's mainly his strict tempo. He was like a computer. It used to, if we put the click on and he will start, in between after 32 bar, if we switch on the click, it used to be exactly the same. The tempo. His specialty was the tempo. And he used to be like the exact sharp on edge, the tempo. And he used to tell, you are going too fast, you are going slow. No, you should maintain the tempo. You should be on the tempo. You should never be gone, because the tempo is the main for the music, right? So my father's specialty used to be, I will tell you, because I lost him 2 months back. I need to tell a few aspects of my father. And his drumming technique, he used to sit very straight. He used to, whenever we used to sit like this, he used to come in the back and hit. Hey, sit. What happened to your back? It should be straight like this. It should never be like this thing. And believe it or not, he used to play 3 hours concert every day. He used to play 30-35 concerts a month. So 7 o'clock, if he sits like this, after getting out 10:30, he'll be like this only. And he used to never be, he's tired and I never seen him like this. He used to sit like this, and he used to be a very soft drummer, very, very soft drummer. So few strokes were so, it used to come like that to him. I don't know how it comes. Now also I can't do it. Wherever And every stroke, he used to treat the drums as his baby. So he used to love always he never used to fight with the drums. He used to be attached with the drums. He used to love drums, and he used to never I play from past 20 years. I've been playing the sticks. It breaks like after 5 to 6 concerts. I break the stick because we'll be playing all kinds of music, and my father used to play only one kind of music, but the sticks used to I never seen him breaking a stick. It used to get aged, but after 2-3 years he used to say, I will get a new pair. He used to never break the stick. For him, the breaking the sticks was very abnormal playing for him. I don't know why. So yeah, he was very sweet drummer. He's called a sweet drummer in Bangalore. My father names he used to call drummer Babu. So he used to call a sweet drummer in Bangalore. So no disturbance, no harm, nothing. And his kind of solo playing, I don't know people would have heard or not. A lot of people. He used to concentrate morely on the snare drum, what they call the kettle drum or whatever. So he used to play. It's more like a old, if you can hear this kind of solo in the old film songs, like Teesri Manzil and all. They used to play this because that time this was only concentration on the snare drum and the bass, and the end hit only will be with the cymbal. That was the concentration. So my father, he come with that background. He started drumming in 1968. He started learning, and he came to the field in 1969, end of 1969, 70. So he was, if he would have been there, he would have completed 50 years of his journey. So yeah, my father technique was mainly playing the grooves very softly, the rim shot grooves. The Bossa Nova was his favorite. He used to do a lot of varieties. So he used to do a lot of, he used to love the side sticking, like playing on the rim. He used to play, and then he used to play the straight groove also. So his technique was this. So I learnt seeing him. He didn't mainly he didn't want me to come to music. That was the main thing. He didn't want me to come to music because he was struggling a lot, and he told my son I don't need him to come to music. But I came to only to music. I didn't go anywhere else. That's the thing. Yeah, I started drumming from the age of 3.5, I think I was, when I was 3.5. So he used to teach, and I used to be behind him, and I used to learn like that. I used to go to all the concerts, looking at his feet, and playing on stage, standing with him, playing the tambourine or the shakers, and helping him fitting the drum kit. Yeah, so he saw my seriousness, and then he told, okay, you play. Otherwise, you would have. But finally, after a little bit of making little bit name and here and there doing concerts, he was very happy. Actually, he started learning mridangam, to be frank, at around when he was, I think he was 40. No, he was 37, I think. I was 7-year-old, 36, 37. He started learning mridangam because my grandfather and my aunt is a famous dancer. So she wanted my dad to play mridangam. So he started, but he couldn't concentrate. Then he told, sir, you're coming. My son will learn from you. from my teacher S.V. Giridhar sir. My son will learn from you. So my Carnatic music journey started like that. Yeah.
I see. That's a beautiful share about your dad. Thank you so much for sharing those intimate.
This is the only thing I can do right now.
Yes, I think it's only fitting that we remember him, we honor him, and we thank him, in fact, by way of this conversation, for gifting us you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That is wonderful. And did he then, because he studied some of the mridangam and all that, did he also adapt some of the repertoire from the Karnataka?
He couldn't. He couldn't. But he had
he
a
did
lot of
He did do it.
But
what about you then? So you... go ahead.
That's what he had a lot of ideas to do it. But he was so busy in performing and all, he couldn't have time to practice. And he was into some other business, doing the board business or something, plastic board business and all. He had a small scale industries and all.
So what about you then? So where did this idea, therefore, was it your idea to...
No, it's not my idea at all. It's my dad's idea. Because when I started drumming for film songs and all, I was 10-year-old. They had one concert with my teacher having a big ensemble with S.V. Giridhar sir in Bangalore Medical College. I think it was in 1991 or 1990. I don't remember. I was 11 or 12-year-old. I don't remember properly. So, yeah, I think 91 or something. My teacher came home and he was teaching me, and he called, sir, there is a concert coming month, or I think 2 months ahead. I want your son to play drums for classical music, for an ensemble. There is a veena, Carnatic veena, flute, and there is a Nadaswaram. Do you know about Nadaswaram,
yes,
right?
Yeah,
the temple.
Yeah.
So Nadaswaram, and we have vocal. So it's a big ensemble. I want to play him drums. My dad was scared. He told, no, he can't, sir. He doesn't know anything about it. He's just learning now. That too, it's very difficult. And he told, no, sir. Somehow, I will teach him some Adital and everything. Let him play only for that ensemble, that piece. So he taught me. I screwed up on stage. I played somehow. I got hyper. I wanted to play loudly. I played something, and I got... my dad scolded me anything next day and all. It happened, and I left this thing. I didn't want to think about that Carnatic thing, ensemble only. I stopped thinking. I don't want to play. I got scared after that. But in 94 or 95, my teacher started a group called Nandi Talavadya Academy. It's only the percussion ensemble. Yeah, my S.V. Giridhar sir. So there he called me, you should play drums. Again, I told, sir, 4 years back only I messed up. I don't want to do anything right now. And he told my father again. My father said, sir, you leave him. He is not able to play. No. My teacher was a great man. He told, no. He will play. I know he can play. And he taught me small muktayas like 1, 2, 3, 4. Tat jum, taka jum, takita jum, tati ginnato, tati ginnato, tati ginnato, tat jum, taka jum, takita jum, tati ginnako, tati ginnako, tati ginnako, rat jum. Like that, he taught me small muktayas. I thought, learning 2 muktayas, I can play full concert. I thought, okay. I said, okay. But the concert, each time the muktayas keep on changing. My teacher is playing some tihai, like in each song there should be some tihai, no? Yeah. He started playing, and I got totally in the rehearsals only. I told I can't. Then my father sat with me and he taught me a few things, how to follow, how to keep the groove. See, the big thing is in Carnatic music, we can't keep the same groove, keep on going. It is not, we need to play like the water flow according to the song in Carnatic music. I can't keep for Samajavaragamana Sadugar Samajavaragan. It will be a pop song. Tyagaraja Kriti will be a pop song. I need to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Samajavaragamana sadh samadavar gamana tara sadadadana so I need to play that. I didn't know. I thought keeping one guru, it is easy, but I didn't know that it will happen. But it's all my father's blessing. My mother who told me to practice. My mother was not at all a musician, but she could understand the music. She told, no, you should practice. She used to take me everywhere to listen to the concerts, and she used to come to the concert. So then from 1995, it became very serious, playing the drums in Carnatic music, that too Carnatic percussion ensemble first. And then I started accompanying all the other kinds of music, like vocal music, Nadaswaram, Veena, violin, flute, everything I accompanied on the drum kit. I'm not like saying very arrogantly or anything, but I can, being a drummer, jazz drummer, I can accompany a 2.5 hour Carnatic concert alone. I can accompany. Because I have, with my teachers, like Giridhar sir or Shivu sir, they have given such a big training to accompany the music and play the dynamically soft, louder, soft, like that and all. So it is because of them I'm just doing like this. Yeah.
So can you demonstrate a composition from Karnāṭak Saṅgīta and how you've adapted? Cite a few compositions from small to big parans, like paran likes that we have in North, for example.
So for example, I will say like, as I told, Vannavartanam Muktayam. The Vannavartanam is 8-beat cycle into one is Vannavartanam we call Vannavarth. It's in same thing in Hindustan, you know, Vannavarth. Yeah. So I will say one time and I will play that one same thing again. Okay. And the third time I will do it together. Yeah. So the first composition what I learned is Tat-dim, Takadim, Takitadim, Tatikitata, Tatikitata, Tatikitata. Tat-dim, Takadim, Takitadim, Takatakita, Takadinaka, Tatikinaka, da. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tat-dit, Takadina, dit, Takadina, Tadi, Kitata, Tadi, Kitata, Tadi, Kitata. Tat-dit, Takadina, dit, Takadinka, Tadin, Genaka, Tadin, Genaka, Tadin, Genaka, da. 2 hours. Dit, Tankata, Gadin, that ding, Dit, Tankata, Gadin, that ding, Dit, Tankata, Gadin, that ding, Tadi, Kitata, Tadi, Kitata, Tadi, Kitata. Tishragati Tadikketaka 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 Ding Tadikketaka 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 Tadikkenaka Tagattenaka Tadikkenaka Ding Tadikketaka 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 Takita ding ding takita ding ding again Tishragati tat takita takataka dinadin tading tadi takita takataka dinadin tading ta takita takataka dinadin tadi tadikketaka ding tadikketaka tadikketaka ding tadikketaka 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 takita takataka ding kading tadik tadik takataka ding kading ta tadik takataka dinadin tadi tadikketaka ding tadikketaka tadikketaka. Like this we learn, and maybe one I will play Kandagati, Kandajati. Takita din, takita, takita din, takita din, takita din, takita, takita din, takita, tatatang, 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 tatang, tang, tatikita, tatikita, tatikita ko. Ding, 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 I'll play Mishragati. Tittakita takatit takita tittakita takadina takita tatit takadit tadik titadit tatit tadik tatit tadik takadina takita din tatim takadit tadik takadina takita din tatti tatit takita din tatti takadit takita din tatti tatit tadik takadit tadik tatit takadit takita din tadikita 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 Tatit takadika takita din tatim takadit tadik takadika takita din tatti tatit takita din tatti takadit takita din tatti tatit tadik takadit tadik tatti takadit takita din takadita takadita. So
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
this all my teachers Giridhar sirs and Shivu sirs both compositions. Yeah.
So how did you, now are these established, let's say ta, is it established?
Okay.
How would you play ta? So this will be ta. And dha.
So I see. Yeah.
Yeah, just,
okay,
yeah, why don't
better.
you recite,
Yeah.
yeah. Some syllables, how do you play?
So how for example in Carnatic music the mridangam will be taught ta di tom nam, so that 4 sounds on the mridangam. So I consider in the drums like a different way, or I don't have any particular this thing in
I see.
that I will set
So,
it.
okay.
I don't plan it like that. But the few of the excuse me, few of the like syllables like dit tangada the gadari kedadaga, dit tangada the gadari kedadaga, tatit tangada the gadari kedadaga, like that, and then tatitta kedadaga gadari kedadum. Or one more time, tatitta kedadaga gadari kedadum, like that. And for tadiginatom, tadigitato, tadigitato, tadigitatum, tadigitako, tadigitako, tadigitatum, tit targadum, tit targadum, tit targadum. Sorry, tit targadum, tit targadum, tit targadum. Like that, as Ranjit sir says, you should never fix a sound in the drums, because we have so many sounds in the drums. It's we have bass, snare, and everything, and you should go according to the flow, he says. So sometimes I fix few muktayams, because when I play with my Guruji, I will see that it should not overshadow the mridangam, because the drums, because of the power, it should not. So then with my Guruji, if I play I play like that. If I play alone, I'll play like that. And if he tells me play a little bit louder, I'll play like that. So I'll see according with the tabla or with the mridangam or alone me playing, it will be a different thing. Yeah.
I see. So that's interesting. So the adaptations are basically, you're telling, done by you, of course under the guidance, but you have absolute liberty of course, there's a particular way that you play with your elders or with your teachers with the sole purpose of not to overshadow the instrument, because of sheer variety of sounds that is available. Yeah, because drum, it's a kit. It's not just unlike mridangam or tabla or vorchang. It's only one or two places, faces that one plays. Fair enough. So, but otherwise you have total discretion. You can choose as you feel inspired. It's not one spot where in Pakhavich there's only few sounds that we have the option of playing on both sides, but otherwise it's more or less set. It's cast in stone.
Yeah.
Let's say if I were to give you, can I give you a small pattern and let's see how you translate that?
Please. Sure.
Something which is very typical Punjab, which I think, I can recite some of the rare stuff which people would not have heard, but especially my listeners in Punjab as well. But I'll play something which the percussion world knew in South Asia, that this is Dock Punjab. So dha do na the ta. The first
One more time,
beat
please.
of that.
Yeah.
So dha do na the ta. So dha do na the ta. Kirtakata the. Dha do na the ta. Kirtakata the. Yeah, beautiful. So we'll repeat again. Dha do na the ta. Kirtakata the. Take na dhagetit. Take na dhagetit. Take na dhetit. Dhadi takit. Dhadi takit dha. Take na dhetit. Dhadi takit. Dhadi takit dha. So that's beautiful to hear. Yes, it makes sense.
I think if I would have played like 15 years back, I would have played differently. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I might have recited differently.
So it's.
I'm also aging.
So it's getting. Its drums is sounding very different over like the practicing. It's sounding very different to me.
Yeah.
I used to play. I have heard my recordings. The muktayams what I played is totally different, and the same muktayams I played now totally different.
Yeah, of course. Let's say, how would you play kirtakata kirtakadum? Kirtakata kirtakadum. Okay.
Or
Te kirtakata.
te kirtakatha.
Te kirtakata. Te kirtakata.
Te kirtakata. Ta.
So it is te as in tomato. Te kirtakata. It's heavier. Yeah. So kirtakata kirtakadum. Te kirtakata. Dhaduta kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Kirtakata kirtakadum. Te kirtakata.
Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Datida kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Dhadi ta kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadi ta kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Dadi da kirtakata. Diginada. Right?
Dhadi ta kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Dadi da.
It's ta. Ta is in ta.
Yeah.
So kirtakata kirtakadum. Te kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Kirtakata kirtakate. Te kirtakate. No. Kirtakata
kirtakata kirtakadum. Kirtakata kirtakadum. Te kirtakata. Dhaduta kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata. Dhadita kirtakata. Kirtakata.
Kirtakata kirtakate.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I can do much better, but I need to.
No, of course. This is all future stuff. We'll plan some things together.
Sure.
But I wanted, our listeners to, and of course students and researchers to see how it works.
Yeah,
how do you take? This is an important example of when you're a composition without any rehearsal. For you to hear for the first time, perhaps an ancient, thousands and thousands of hundreds and hundreds of years old compositions from Punjab, and how do you respond to it on the drum kit? How you can do it? In fact, even for the drummers, how they can be inspired.
It sounds so beautifully. It sounds so beautifully that
So even the go ahead.
It sounds so beautifully. The syllables, we can just adapt it very well with the drums, because we have a lot of sounds like the ride. In the ride only we have 3 sounds, and so we need to. My teacher tells, Ranjit sir tells, you need to sit and get your sound. You don't. That is so many. He played once with for his mother's tribute. he happens to be the son of legendary Kathak dancer uh, Sitara Devi, Ranjit Barot.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's
he
true. Oh,
yeah.
that's true. Yes, yes, yes.
So he played the Kathak syllables so differently, like the tabla syllables. It sounded so beautiful. So then only I came to know. So it is not only one side of the view. It's like we need to check it out with the drums with different this thing. I
So you're
first learned
telling, so you're telling that the North Indian percussion was already played on the drums before the Karnataka came into being.
no. No, it's about the aspect.
Ah.
Actually. It's about the aspect. Actually. So once I learned the Tishra, what they say, Tishra, whatever, Chakradar. Dhana dana digat naga 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 titikadana dhata da katata katta dinakratha 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 dinakratha. So it was so opening because there are some dhana digat digi naga 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 or titikadana dhata da katta dinakratha 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 dinakratha. So it's the Carnatic Muktayam is totally approachable different. So I say Carnatic syllables So the approach is because the tabla syllables, it's like a storytelling, like that.
Well, it is. I mean, we have. That is one kind of a composition. There's the Dupalla kind of things. For example, we have tat tat ta di di dha gda dha gda di nag nag dir gda nag dir gda tak dir gda dha nag dir dig din dha 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 di nag gda di nag dha di di dha dir gda dha di di dha dir gda dha di di dha dir gda dha.
Yeah.
So it's similar. I mean, what you were reciting, tat tat ta di din ta gda, you know, we have same.
That is. Yeah. I need to.
I see.
I need to create like that. It's very interesting for me. So it all opened to me, like playing with hearing so many. Shivamani sir, he played the drum kit totally into different percussion kind of thing, and I saw his first playing with Tavil and Ghattam. He played with Vinayakaram sir in Nrityagram. You heard know about Nrityagram, no, in Bangalore?
Yeah.
They had one Nrityagram place in. So there, it all opened up in 1992. How we can play the drums for fusion music, and that too with Carnatic Muktayams and all. Yeah.
She was already.
I don't know. It's so much interesting every time. If actually you.
And they were already. He was already playing. He was already playing the Karnataka or North Indian music on the drums. When you heard him in 92?
Yeah, he was playing Karnataka. Yeah, he was playing all the Muktayas. He was playing the Muktayas.
Oh, do you remember something that he would play?
Really, I was.
Not okay, but you saw him already.
He used to play Mohra, like what the finale, Mohra, what we call the before the Muktayam. After the each Taniyavartanam of rhythm, this thing, we play Mohra Muktayam. Mohra is called as dit takar tak dit takar tak dit takar tak dit takar dit takar tak dit takar talang dum ta dum ta dum dit tangar tak dit tak dit tangar tak dit tak dit tangar tak dit tak talang dum ta dum dit tangar tak dit tak dit tangar tak dit tak dit tangar tak dit tak talang dum dit tangar tak dit tak talang dum dit tangar tak dit tak talang dum ta dum talang dum ta dum talang dum ta dum. I heard him playing actually.
I see.
He had that setup was a different drum kit. He had that percussion drum kit where he had the hand kick and something like that. He made it. That was the new. When I met him, he was telling that was the new drum kit I made in '92 or '93, something like that. I remember.
Yeah. Okay. What are you? Can you play some Adital for us? I know that
Surely.
you're fond of playing that.
Yeah, always. The 8-beat cycle is like the ever favorite for all the percussion players and the like any percussion players. So
It's an
I'll
important
play.
tala.
I will take. Yeah, it's a very important tala. So that is called as Adi tala. Means Adi means the beginning. So we learn that tala in our mridangam lesson in the beginning actually. So I will play a little bit of 4, 5, 6, 7, and I
Okay.
will play very little 9, and I will end. Yeah.
I see. And before we go there, tell us about the sticks that you have in your hand. There, you would. These are very different, actually.
Which one?
The drumsticks. Tell us about these.
Oh, drums.
These seem to be different. Yeah.
I use the regular drumsticks. Now I am using the special drumsticks, which is called as the Tala Band. It's from the Wickforth company, where I endorse the sticks also actually from the company. And this sticks actually it's basically made for the Indian music to play. They had these sticks called hot rods in the company, but that hot rods was not Mr. the greatest drummer called Steve Smith from US. He invented the sticks. He tried playing in hot rods, but it didn't work out. He sat with some maker from the company, and he took that bamboo sticks, and inside he has put one kind of material where it is like flexible. So I get like that very softly. I can play with tabla, mridangam, and whatever. Now this solo I will present in this sticks actually. You will find the difference. Yeah.
I see.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tat din, takatata din, din na, din, takatata din, din takatata din, takatata din, din da, din takatata din, din takatata din, din takatata. Tatikirtakadim, takatikirtakadim, tatikirtakadim, tatikirtakadim. Takita takita takatadikita 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 takadim tatadin takatadin takadinadin takadinadin takadinadin. Takitadim 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 takita kiratakadim takitadim kitadim takitadim takita tadik kitatom tadik kitatom tadik kitatom. Tittadin takadittadin tittadin takadittadin tittadin takadittadin tittadin takadittadin tittadin takadina 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 takita takadina takita gudattik kittat tadattik kittat tadattik kittat. Takadina takadita takita takatati takita takatatin tatitatin. Tarikatakadim. Tarikata Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim. Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim. Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim. Tarikatakadim, Tarikatakadim. 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 Tangadakadim. 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 Kirdakadim. Kirdakadim. Digadakadim. Digadakadim. Tarikatakadim. Tarikatakadim. Kirdakadim. Kirdakadim. Takadim. Takadim. Dim. 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 Takatipi takajono. Dimmi takajono takatipi takajono. Dimmi takajono takadimmi takajono takadimmi takajono takadimmi takajono ta ta ta. Takadimmi takajono takadimmi takajono takatipi takajono ta ta ta. Takadimmi takajono ta ta ta. Takatipi takajono ta ta ta. Kertakadan dam ta. Kertakadan tan ta. Kertakading tarikatakadim. Kertakading tarikatakadim. 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 Dim. Tarikatakadim. 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 Dim. Tarikatakadim. Dim. Tarikatakadim. 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 Tarikatakadim.
Wow, wow, wow. क्या बात है.
Very
That was,
very little.
Yeah, no, that was very, very nice. It's wonderful to see the crossover, the bridge. Rather than a crossover, it's more of a bridge between adapting some of the percussion. Because we've seen, even on the nagaras, so it's not the first
It's
stick
wonderful.
drum
I saw Nagara. To be very frank with you, I saw the Nagara playing at your festival. Nathulalji.
Yeah, and Ramakrishna, his elder brother, Ramakrishna ji, was the Nathural is the younger brother. We lost
met him
Ramakrishna ji. In fact, Zakir had invited him for a festival. He died on the stage.
I know, master of percussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard.
And he was outstanding, and he was playing all those, all of these variations he was playing. Teen Tal he played, the Adi, what you call Adi, it's a multiple of
I know.
4/8.
Amazing he played on your festival.
And how the strength he had.
What he played.
Yeah, the way he would knead the stick into the thick skin of that Nagara was eye-watering actually to see him. I think he would strike a bull and that bull wouldn't get up. That is the strength he poured into that dha, jai. This is the Nagara.
He was just amazing.
Instead of dha, they call it jha.
Oh, is it?
Jai. Yeah.
Ja.
That's how the Nagara. Jha. Jai. Dugdo. Jai. Dugdo. So dugdo. These are Nagara bones.
Oh, it's like takir. Dugurdown. Yeah. Very nice.
So chang.
Wow. Chang. So they
chang. So it's like it's not tangradha, it's dhangradha. So dhai dhangradha. So chang. Dugdo is the same. Dugdo. So dugdo is a very difficult, very rare Pakhavach bowl. We have, in fact, in the Gurbani Parampara, we have ancient compositions of the Nagara. So It was fantastic. I'm glad that we're remembering him. That in fact, Nathulal was in contact with me recently. I'll be inviting him in for a conversation in the next days.
He played we
has...
recently played in Bangalore with him. We recently
Yes.
played a concert in
Oh, you did?
October.
I see.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful man too. Yes, they are from Pushkar. They are the Nagarchis from Pushkar. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pushkar. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The very famous Nagarchis from Pushkar. And there's basically Punjab, Rajasthan used to be one silsila.
There used to
one
be only the
culture in that
Nagaras.
sense.
Yeah. It's a big culture. Big culture.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Arun. You want to share something else with us?
Yeah. I just want to play the Morsing. Yeah.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Yes.
The
And
Morsing.
you play the radio. You play the radio as well.
I'm like a A-graded artist of All India Radio. So
Fantastic. Yeah.
I wanted to learn something in Carnatic music as authentic percussion instrument. So my first Giridhar sir, whom I learned from, he is the fantastic Morsing artist from Karnataka.
I see.
So I just share the few. Maybe I will play in Khandajati.
Oh, fantastic.
Or which one I should play, Khandajati or Mr. Jati? You tell me.
Khandas, both. You can play both, but Khand is good. The one you first said.
Yeah,
I'm buddies with both.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like this.
Yes.
Something very, very little. Yeah.
No, it's very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much, and I hope to see you once this,
Hopefully, I have done
global
my
pandemic
justice.
is. We hope to.
Yeah.
I've put together my ensemble as well, especially to mark the 550th birth anniversary of Gurū Nānak Dēv, unto whom this whole virtual Baithak series is dedicated. I'm writing music. I've already written polyphonic kind, something that corresponds to polyphonic music, but
Very
it's
nice.
a different handling, not following the chords or the harmony system in the West. But I'm writing for the Renaissance period instruments, but also, of course, a version of that will be using the modern instruments. I'm sure we'll do some. With the Nathulal
Definitely, God's
and
grace.
some other
God's
friends
grace.
from the
Sure.
field of percussion, we'll all get together and
Definitely.
celebrate the gift
Sure.
of Guru Baba Nanak as well.
Definitely. Thank you for
you.
inviting
My
me. and,
heartfelt, thank you also. I mean, my heartfelt condolences also to you and your family once
Thank you so
again.
much.
I hope,
Thank
I
you.
pray
Thank
for
you
you
so much.
all. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Go ahead, you were
Hopefully,
saying
I've done
something.
hopefully I've done my whatever I know. I just shared with you. Hopefully, like you are happy with my whatever the playing and whatever the sharing thoughts.
Oh, you want me to praise you now?
No, not to praise. Hopefully I've done the small justice, whatever. I know a lot of greatest like percussionists or greatest sangeetkars are playing, and I'm very happy that I also been part of this in your the special featuring. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
No, my pleasure. No, of course, I was just teasing you. You know, that's a typical percussionist tabiyat, no, sense of humor. I think I take it from the Pakhavaj side of me, Pakhavji side of me. But you know, it was an absolute pleasure. I've heard you, so there was no surprise there for me. It was not. I was not curious anymore. I was curious in 2005, not now.
I know. So, I still remember those days.
And,
yes.
Yes, and you know, it was. It's wonderful to see you play, and the way you've evolved. As you yourself said, things have, when you hear back yourself, I think it's a constant scrutiny when we are able to judge ourselves and update our software, hardware, both.
I know.
It's
I know.
very important to do that.
Yes.
And I hope that you continue to play. I wish all your students, this is a school which your dad started, you know, Babu School of Rhythm, if I'm not wrong, the name. And my best wishes and blessings to all your students. And I hope they do well, and they study well, and I hope they keep the distancing as it is, that they don't go around licking, you know, doorknobs of other people.
I know what you're saying.
They should keep clean, yes. My best wishes to them as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. Namaskar.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
So, friends, this is my conversation with V.S. Arun Kumar, and it was an absolute delight. He's a fantastic musician and a wonderful person as such, as you saw. He's very, very full of humility, very dedicated to the learning, and also, you know, he has very seriously studied both genres, jazz drumming, and then, of course, the mainstream mridangam, as well as the motion that you saw him demonstrate so beautifully well. Well, I could have gone on with him, you know, just that I have to pack, and I'm totally, you know, in a mess right now. I want to show you something which has actually disturbed me. You know, I saw pictures from India and from Indonesia, the flights from, you know, India, you know, the flights that have taken off. There's no social distancing. There's no distance being kept inside the flights. For example, I'm alarmed by that. People are sitting next to each other, and if there was any, you know, any doubt that people there are not infected by the COVID-19, well, now they are going to be infected by it. So the lines are okay; they're enough distant, but not really. When they are going through the you know, here I found one image which I'm going to share with you. You know, I can just save to the downloads. And then they're just sitting. It's a crowded flight. Today I checked with the Air India people to tell me how much, you know, how many people, what is the seat capacity of the plane. It was about 243 or something. And look at this. This is the flight from Indonesia. What do you do? Let me just show it here. Yeah, look at this. This is how they're seating. So you can see they're sitting next to each other. There's no no gap between the seats, whereas Europe has made it mandatory. No, they are not. They are not keeping any seats empty. There are strict guidelines that European Union has come up with. Even today, they were talking about that. And look at this. You can have a look. I'm not joking. This is not a joke. I mean, I'm sad. I almost made it a point to not to travel. But now I don't know whether I should do that or not, because the airlines, they say that we have a lot of people to check, come at 1 o'clock, but the flight is at 8:20, 7 hours before. There's no lounge, there's no seating. I have to carry the rabab and a lot of instruments. So there is, I don't know what is, how is this? I mean, I've been holed up in this place for now 72 days, 71 days, with minimal, like near zero contact with anybody else. And now I have to get into a plane. We don't know who's coming from where. And then you have to get this very invasive, intrusive app called, whatever it's called, this governmental app. I have to download it, but I've not been able to register. I don't know, it doesn't, Arogya Setu, that if anybody within the circle gets that, you get an intimation if someone you have been in touch with has tested positive, so that you go in quarantine. Well, I am traveling business class. That is not the issue. And there are about 5-7 people in that as well. But it's the whole plane. It's not that if it is there in economy, it can go anywhere else. It can go to business or even go to first class. I don't know. That's not really the problem. But it's overall, it makes me sad, the images that I've seen from across the world. And the officials are not to be blamed. I mean, it's not the embassy officials. They are doing what they're told. They are doing their duty. They are, in fact, at the risk of their own lives, they will be serving. They're already at the airport. From 1 o'clock, they're receiving people at the airport. And now I'll continue my packing. I've barely begun. But it's sad. I don't know why I'm going today, but it'll only sort of, I will react, and I will have to now talk about this. But perhaps it is time that I also learn about it, how they're doing it. If I do not undergo the process, how would I even get the right to critique it? So I'm doing it at whatever. Yes, it's a risk, yes, but then I get to learn about it. It is what it is. If I contract it, I contract it. If somebody other, it's not just about me. There are about 44 people near full capacity. So many of them will be endangered, even if 1 or 2 or 3 people are positive. So it's not just about me. And it's just one of the 67, 64 flights. And then the people they'll be in touch with. So it's not just one person. It's not about an individual. It's about a collective. And if we cannot be careful when it's just to do with a flight, it shows how careless the government and agencies are to do with travel. We've seen the plight of the migrant worker, the innocent. They don't have options of choosing even economy class tickets or taking taxis to the airport. They're walking. So it's a pity. It's a very sad situation. And when time comes and tests you, how good you show up, how well you are. Otherwise, people can jump to conclusions without understanding what is going on. Whether the metaphor is posted on you or the metaphor is posted on me. Like I used one today, people are dancing. Idiots are crying, shedding crocodile tears. But that metaphor I used today is exactly posted at the ones who are crying foul. Because they are the ones who have disrespected. That is why the heritage I'm trying to recover is in disarray. It's almost lost because they have insulted heritage. They've insulted the knowledge of the Guru's court. That is a mirror to them. So this is how it shows. When it comes, when time comes calling, when in eventuality one faces how good you are, how capable you are, is what it is. And I think as a country, we are failing our underserved. We have failed our farmers. We have failed our laborers. We have failed the so-called poor, the poverty. Whereas it is their country, they are supposed to be the first people to get the benefit. Billions and billions and trillions of dollars worth of money is being, sort of diverted to this. But as we all know, me knows, you knows, it's going to go in big pockets which have no bottom. Most of it is going to be siphoned off, and it will be a tragedy it'll be a very serious tragedy. It's very, very unfortunate for me too. I'm short of words. I'm troubled. I'm sad. I'm distressed. And now I'm coming into the furnace, out of the pan into the fire. But I'm looking forward to learning firsthand. I've learned what all is happening. Some very dear friends from within politics across party lines, from bureaucrats, from health officials. I've been receiving feedback, but now I'm coming back, guys. So I'll see you. I might, if I try. If I get a chance, I'll try to connect from the airport and go live and show you some of the. We'll recap what all as a plan yesterday. But anyway, we will. If I'm alive and kicking, we will meet virtually, of course. Khuda Hafiz. Varji ka Khalsa, Varji ka Fateh. A very good day to those for whom it is a day still, and a very good evening and a good night to all of you on the eastern side of where I am. Sat Krital.